and it doesn't look like FaZe wants anything to do with this B stronghold to start it off, and that's going to allow Pistola and company to transfer this over in their favor. Oh wow, that plasma nade actually takes him down. He can't repulse it. B does get acquired, but what a nade from that. APG does find the snipe, however, lands a body shot. Can he land a second? Yes, he can. APG showing you he can snipe with the best of them too, and those kills are going to allow OpTic Gaming to get early control. Great job by APG here to find himself a kill, stay alive, make sure he doesn't overextend, and still has the snipe in hand, still landing body shots. The damage that he has been able to accomplish here early on in this game is outstanding. He needs to play his life in this situation, re-challenges that angle, but with confidence. You can see how confident APG is playing.
Only one player alive, just collapsing on B. Great stuff here for OpTic, and they really extend their lead even further now as they hit 115. The shots on Boo Boo out of APG will control A and maintain control. Triple cap again for OpTic Gaming.
I mean, when APG catches fire, he brings your team so much opportunity, and right now we're seeing him win every one-on-one, land every shot with snipe. FaZe do a great job of making sure APG doesn't dominate for the rest of this game. They get the snipe out of his hands, but Badubu tries to repulse her up, but finds a lucid in his sights, and unfortunately, this is an absolutely phenomenal play. The jump, the finesse, Boobadubu with the movement, the double kill, going back tower. Does lucid know? Yes, he does. Finally gets taken down, but not without doing a ton of damage over at C. Somehow APG or Ola and Snipetown both live in that situation, but both are immediately taken down. Lucid, the cleanup crew, they've arrived. You know who's going to get the slays. He finds a double, and now Trippy and Bound, and probably the most important fight right now. Bound chooses to stay alive. I actually love that by him.
Yeah.
He says it's a 1v1. No, it's not. I know I have teammates coming. Great comms, great teamwork out of FaZe. Bound plays his life around the box. Doesn't even have to shoot his gun. They get the kill, and now FaZe in control and have no room for error from here on out, but they do have control for now.
Oh my! Bound heating up, hits one, hits the body, and taps it for the double as well. Not done just yet.
But right now, look, total control for FaZe. They're climbing 222 with 3 caps. You're seeing CB converted in the hands of OpTic, but Trippy with this camo, making a brilliant play to let that player pass him back. Bound once again lacking the camo eyes he needs to spot Trippy out, and because of it, Trippy able to find that kill, but unfortunately the trip cap, it's still in place. 248. FaZe are climbing. They take game 1. FaZe out of nowhere are able to hold the trip cap and push that, and not only that, but they take OpTic down on live fire stronghold, something no one has been able to do in tournament play so far. And already FaZe look to be aggressive in this situation. They're gonna have APG coming off spawn, finding the perfect kill. Great shots from Snipetown, starting to heat up with a double. Can he find the triple? He finds the triple on a Trippy. What awareness, what communication, and what shots out of Snipetown.
Kills being traded out there at Rockets, and you have to think Trippy certainly wanted that rocket back. Bound's able to win that one against him and not even fall himself. And now OpTic has a long road ahead. Like you said, Clutch, you do not expect to see great shots, great double from Lucid. You do not expect to see a team down by 2 flags this early on in a Bazaar, especially when you have FaZe with the losing record historically in this game type. But right now they're leading 2-0. And if these results hold, they will find themselves, look at this, not done though.
It really has been OpTic Gaming pushing solo, pushing into the base. Whenever FaZe is pushing in, notice how many of them are swarming in. Rocket's not coming up for another 25 seconds. Snipe down in control of OpTic Gaming's bar. This is a very dangerous situation for OpTic Gaming, especially when Eric Rona doesn't miss shots. He finds himself a one-on-one in an APG, finds a double kill on an unsuspecting player as well. Not only that, but Eric Rona playing objective right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Rona has shown that he can not only be the best slayer in the league, but that he can do it all. And this is his second great run of the day. I love this out of him. The slides to close the distance, to cut the angles off. And this is going to be FaZe going up 3-0. OpTic try to stop him, but you can't stop Eric Rona.
Or rather, find themselves dug into a hole here from the side of FaZe. It's already 3-0, 4 minutes on the clock, and the math would suggest that with the way that FaZe is playing, there's simply not enough time to bring this game back.
It requires so much perfection out of OpTic Gaming to try and crawl back into this. It's so difficult to cap flags on a map like Bazaar CTF, especially when all a team has to do is focus on defense. Look at this. Bound trying to push in. Ola almost tried to get a back smack there, but somehow Bound has the grapple, able to just cut the difference between Ola getting that back smack. And now look, the slays come through. 4 go down for OpTic Gaming. Bound getting a few assists, grabbing the flag immediately. And my favorite part about every one of these flag runs, Andy, is that FaZe have been so quick to pull these flags while they're getting kills. Not after, but while the kills come through. It limits the amount of slaying they have to do. And now FaZe punched the 4th flag of the game on the board.
3 dead. The 4th player is Trippy. He's likely not in a position to get this stop. We'll have to see, but Snipe down right now, 23 and 13, Bound 17 and 11. Boo 20 and 12 as well. Huge numbers as they are running what could be the final flag.
Look at this route by Boo. He's playing chess. He's the one that was running the flag, runs all the way into the enemy base, runs all the way up the tree, and has a perfect flank. It was Boo with a killing frenzy. And unfortunately, OpTic Gaming still trying to get off their spawn, and it doesn't look like Snipedown's gonna let that happen either.
Trippy there, you think he'd win that battle with the thrust. I think Trippy thought he'd win it too from the back of the base. Snipedown wants no part of that. The man is not missing. 26 and 14, not done. Also clearing out the hut. Stepping up in a huge way now, 27 and 14. These are enormous numbers.
This kind of a performance, they can compete with Cloud9. Look at this, Bound being able to get the kill. OpTic Gaming, they don't want any more to do with this bizarre CTF.
That's it.
And Bound running this flag front his base is going to take his time, but he's going to be able to punch this one in. Nobody from OpTic Gaming is going to have anything to say about this 5th flag going in. And FaZe Clan are going to do it. They're going to punch their ticket to our winners finals here in the Pro Series for today.
But certainly an edge in the camo shock rifle category right now for Spartan. Let's see if he can put it to use.
Yeah, nobody really getting control as yet.
This is devastating. Already 70-2 here. This is not how you wanted to start if you are Sentinels. You heard Lottie mention that some Sentinels players saying that really Anaheim is where our season starts. Well, it's a double kill killing spree for Rain.
Yeah, they can't afford to make one mistake here, Sentinels. Otherwise, they'll be down 1 in the series in this best of 3. Frosty's looking to get a little bit aggressive here, but no! Oh, you don't want to poke too far because there's a sneaky Spartan hiding in the corner. Gets the back smack, gets control of the shock rifle as well. And even though A and B are still in the control of Sentinels, so Spartan finds himself down as last player alive here for eUnited. Oh, he can make plays like this still.
Oh boy, hits that one. He was 2 dead. That's a huge kill. In just a moment in favor of Sentinels. This one's not over now. 239 to 124. It's already been about a 50-point run for the side of Sentinels.
They're managing to pick up the kills though, and they managed to pick up B and A here. So a big turnover and kills as Spartan ain't missing too many shots with the shock rifle at the moment.
That's game.
And that is going to be game. Like you say, 250 mark gets crossed. eUnited get that first game on the board. Rockets are up. Rhinoob's making a flank as well. Rhinob would be the player to watch here. You would be imagining he's trying to make a play. Gonna be trapped down in the sewers though, and that should maybe be rocket control going into the hands of no. It's gonna be a trade. As we see one body kind of freaking out.
Checking all the bottom rockets here, 45-45. What a game number 2 between these two teams. eUnited will pick up 1 though, so pressure is on here. Look at the angles from Snakebite though. 46-47, now 47-47, tie, game 3 to go.
Still has a rocket to play with. The overshield's coming up as well. There's a back. No! He gets taken down, but there's a teammate there to trade it out. Final 2 kills of the game. Spartan taken down to about a 3rd shield. Pressure coming onto him as well. Formal trying to move in to finish off these kills. Rain stays alive. Spartan trying to cover his teammates. eUnited trapped in the base, and I think Frosty might have just moved in to pick up an overshield. Yes, he has. He picks up a kill, and he picks up the win. Wow. What a game 2. Rhinob now with the heat wave might be able to change that story though as he moves into the bridge. Shots onto Snakebite, and that's going to make the opening that he's looking for. Frosty's going to be weak in front of the base. He re-challenges here, Frosty, to get some damage down. Can Formal clean up this kill? The grenades will come in, but look at this movement here from Rhinob. So smart, Andy, knowing not to run that flag because the grenades were coming in. Rhinob now going to be taking on Lethal. Grenade and BR going to be combining to get the damage done to send Lethal back into the respawn screen for a few seconds just to think about that decision. Frosty going to have the thrust as well as the heat wave. And Frosty, my word, the movement, Andy, from Frosty. Bradley Bergstrom reminding us that he's still got that in his back pocket.
Wow, Frosty with that heat wave thrust. It's a big win. Not only that, but Frosty was your last guy alive on Sentinels, and I'm very surprised to see eUnited force that last kill front base with 3 dead and not start the run. You have all sorts of angles. Leave that player front base. Start the run any side. You got to have a top mid angle. You've got to have an angle from anywhere bottom mid to finish that player. Your player who needs to start the flag run when there's 3 dead cannot be preoccupied with finishing the kill front base. And now just like that, Sentinels is starting to run with 2 dead.
That was 4 dead. 2 players just off the respawn. They're fresh on the map. They're hot. They're out the oven, but are they in position to stop this flag. It doesn't look like anyone is there. Snakebite's going to have a clear run home. Doesn't take any damage. It's picture perfect from Sentinels. That is as good as a flag run as you could ask for. Lethal's already moving the second.
Look at this, wasting no time. This is a team that will punish you. They jump back out.
Oh my word.
It's a killing spree for Lethal. He's not done yet, but 2 dead, 3 dead actually. They should continue this run. And Sentinels is striking while the iron is hot. Do not give them an inch. They will take a mile.
This is back to back from Sentinels. If you were wondering if they're going to be here to play today, here's your answer. They win the Slayer. They go back to back now with flag caps. Shots coming in from Lethal. Rhino gonna have to back down. Accidental melee, which we see so many times from Lethal. That's where he holds his controller hot, stronger than anyone else in the world. There's a beatdown as well, as now more damage being done by Lethal, who's currently 16 and 11 in this game, and he is playing phenomenally.
Absolutely right there with Frosty. Both players 16 and 11 at this point. Frosty's going to add a little more to the board. That will be 3 dead for eUnited. Lethal does so well to stay alive with that camo, even though he was the instigator. Look at this little slide across as well to bring this flag home. This should be flag number 3.
Any overextenders from eUnited? That's the only question. Frosty picking up a kill would suggest not. There's a player over top P, but Lethal says, hey, you can stay there because I'm putting in the 3rd flag of the game. Now Sentinels move within 2 flag caps of closing out the series.
There's a big difference between what we saw last week with camo plays coming through utility and what you just saw.
Oh my word! Now 3 players will be alive here from eUnited. Lethal is trapped, but still manages to get a kill, and that's going to delay that touch by just a few seconds here.
Look at this play. Look at the toss-up, though. That second flag doesn't go in just yet. Does not go in. 3-1. 31 seconds left here. Now it's going to go, but 30 seconds here for 1 flag. We need to see a miracle run from eUnited, but not going to be easy. 3 dead, and Sentinels is running the flag as well.
This is risky, though, from Sentinels. You can see that the overextension has already come in, but the kill from Lethal might just be what they need to calm things down for just a few seconds. A slide might come in, but no, look at this. Kills traded across the board. Where is the flag, though? eUnited still have that flag moving. They also have Rain and Rhino still alive here. Lethal has to play this so carefully. 2 players are challenging, gets 1. Is there anyone there from Sentinels to slow things down, though?
Sudden death here. Just keep an eye on that bottom middle. That will tell you if they're close enough to get that flag touch. And right now, it looks like the answer is yes, but Frosty might shut down the show.
That's the camo as well. So Frosty now has the game in his hands. Flag should be returned. It will be over. Overtime finishes. And it will be the tournament over here for eUnited as Sentinels will win the series 2-1.
Gotta say, we're all very impressed with your Aquarius CTF. Talk to me about that game type and how you guys have managed to improve on it so much with Formal.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. We've been working on it a lot with World 2, and you know, it's been going really well in practice, but it actually helped us a little bit earlier in the tournament. We played Aquarius versus OpTic and got destroyed. We were trying a lot of the stuff we were doing in practice. Obviously, it doesn't correlate to playing with Formal, so really we just kind of reset back to what our game plan was over at Raleigh. Really bring the flag engine side and just try to get as many kills as you can, make them think that they have to panic. Ended up working out okay for us, but yeah, there's not much strategy other than just do what we know.
FaZe starting to fall apart a little bit. The opening strategy will be won by FaZe initially. However, a very important kill coming in to make sure that camo didn't get picked up. It didn't get burnt either. I think that camo's actually still down. You can see it glowing there in front of Bound, so it's still a scrap for the power-up here. Falcated picking up 1 is going to allow Bound to finally moving on that power-up, but there's Penguin. There's a bit of team fire, and that's going to be finally, it looks like something being picked up.
The knockback, he knocked back camo into his teammate. That was actually unbelievable. I'm not even sure if it was on purpose, but let's pretend it was for just a second and pretend.
Booby, though, has managed to get the next power up. That's going to be FaZe with 2 in a row now, so great start for them. There's a back smack, not going to count, and that's going to cost him a little bit of damage as well. Unfortunate for him not to have that back smack just immediately take down Penguin, but 2-4 here to C9. Rotation coming in beautifully here from FaZe as well, and he gets away with his life. Oddball in their hands, dragged it back to himself with that grapple. Look at this move from Boo Boo. This is beautiful stuff. Also having the ability to get that play ball is going to mean there shouldn't be too much of an opportunity for any ball time to be picked up, having broken this setup. There's a repulsor. There's Boo Boo. Manages to pick up 1 though somehow. There's a grapple. I don't know what's happening here, but Boo Boo's got 4 skills that many of us don't. He is a Jedi.
Booba Doobu is that player on FaZe that's going to determine, are they capable of beating Cloud9? When he is at his best, he is so difficult to play against.
2-4, excuse me, for Cloud9 as FaZe get the ball back in their hands. There's Bound again with yet another kill, but here's Renegade trying to make the break. Manages to get the double kill and the odd ball in his hands. There's a sword player though, but what? Oh, that's heartbreaking. I gotta say, that's heartbreaking. but more importantly, got the information of where the respawns were coming in from C9. There's Eco, they're jumping up, but look at those shots coming in from Boo. This man is really stepping up in these big moments here. Renegade with a big challenge, however, Falcated is going to be posting up in this corner. Bound with another kill. That's 3 dead now for Cloud9. Eco last alive. Ball still in the hands of FaZe, but they need to hold on to it. You can see 2 seconds on the timer. They cannot let go of this ball. They need to turn this time deficit over, and they're picking up the kills to do so here. Where's 80, 81? FaZe going to the lead here with 1 second left. FaZe will clutch up. And not many teams have done that against C9. They take the first round. Camo in their hands as well, and now the battle is going to go down for not only the grapple, but maybe the shock rifle, and maybe the ball as well. Get that ball back.
I love it, man. It's in his head at all times. How am I going to safely get this ball here? Can I use the equipment in order to get it easier? Unfortunately, nobody on FaZe really in a position to pick that ball up, so even though it's in a good spot, they're gonna have to fend off these slays. And yes, you see Snipe Down pokes his head out, gets 2 information on Stellar, and that's gonna be all 4 dead when Stellar goes down. If he goes down, Boo finally finishes him, and that is going to be a massive kill because 4 dead for Cloud9, and some ball time is going to be the reward for Boo and the rest of FaZe.
There's so much to break down there about that play from Boo. It's Megamind play. It's above what most people can even think of doing. There's so much to talk about, which we'll, I'm sure, break down afterwards, but he's now moving that ball back again. The grapple has been influential in a way that we haven't seen at this level so far, and Boo is the man who's making the plays.
Renegade that decides, is he going to bring his team to a round 3? And this position is unbelievable. Falcated does get a trade, which is big, but unfortunately a trade probably not going to do enough because Renegade is starting to go off.
Oh, the shock rifle from Bound though. Eco's running away with that oddball. Tries to stay alive. Bound is doing it all at the moment. Stella's trying to stay alive. Stella's bottom middle 1 shot. Falcated moves in now. Everyone has to hit their shots in this game to be in with a chance of succeeding. And at the moment, both these teams are just going back and forth. It's blow for blow. But Boo has that ball in his hands.
That's incredible. I had thought there was no chance FaZe comes out on top in those trades, especially with the Mangor damage that Renegade was able to provide early on in that fight. But no, FaZe answer back. They get the trades. They get the ball in hand, and they get a few more points added to their score. Great shots from Falcated right here. Great teamwork from FaZe. Look at him swarm onto Renegade. Bound gets the kill, gets the oddball in hand, and now FaZe could potentially end game 1.
The aggression from FaZe is something that's been missing against Cloud9. Now they are holding down the gas pedal, and they have numbers. They will take the fight. 2-4, 3-4 for Cloud9. And with just 4 seconds left in this game, Wes, it looks like map number 1 will go to FaZe.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And that snipe once again into Renegade's hands, and not only that, but it looks like they're going to give him camo as well, and this could be the turning point in the series as he lands a body shot onto Falcated. Doesn't actually give for the camo though. He's going to give it to a teammate, I guess, or he's just playing his life. I would have liked to see him try and pick up that camo, but Renegade knows more than I do because he's getting flanked from behind and is forced to give up that position and potentially this camo as well.
Looks like he's gonna play it perfectly because Bound gets dropped on his back. A headshot coming in from Renegade.
3 go down for Cloud9. Camo is up, so maybe that push that looked like it was a fail, they've rebounded perfectly off respawn and look like they're going to be able to secure camo with a little bit of help with that.
Bound again. Just hitting shots, not just shots, but shots when they matter. 2 body shots, a clean up, and that will give Cloud9 just 1 kill to play with now. They need 9, FaZe need 10, but camo and snipe is in the hands of Bound. Can this young man make a play?
A superstar in the making. This could be one of those moments that we remember from Bound's early years as he rips Stellar's head off. Stellar didn't see it coming because he has this camo. Penguin doesn't see it coming either. Bound with another major headshot. Opens up the map for his team. Almost spawn snipes his teammate. But no, he's got a perfect position now on Cloud9 trying to push out a house. Another body shot finished with the battle rifle. Perfect shots from Bound have kept his team in the lead. I want to see Bound reposition towards this camo, especially it coming up in 15 seconds. You want to have a position on it. You want to get eyes on it. He's going to choose to push towards house, though. They're not going to give this camo up for free. And unfortunately, he's going to run right into an Eco that has Heat Wave. Bad decision by Bound. Eco picks up a huge kill. Not only taking down Bound, getting the snipe out of his hand. And this could potentially be where Cloud9 secure camo.
46-46. Eco has that sniper rifle. He's seen what Bound can do. Can you do something similar? Penguin pushed up to try and be the bait to a FaZe player to just pop a head round a corner. 47-47. Eco does hit that shot with the sniper rifle. Please go back to Eco Observer, because I want to see if he can clutch this game up right now. He's got the heat wave in his hands. He gets another kill as well. 48-47 as we have 2 kills now, as Stellar and Renegade will close the game out. Spike grenade's going to be blown up. Stellar going to move in to pick up the rockets. FaZe need to be perfect here, and FaZe don't have much time to play with. 2:35 and moving upwards here. Booby with a kill on the feed. The play is at B, and it looks like B will be turned over, but can they survive now with Stellar, coming forward with the rockets, with Renegade, with the Bulldog, or C9 just baiting this stronghold for a few moments to get the kills and turn it back in their favor?
Yeah, such a patient play by Stellar. It pays off. Both rockets find kills. A great push from Stellar has secured both B and C now for Cloud9. FaZe immediately have to hop into A. And at 2:43, they have such little time to get in another stronghold.
This is going to be game here, B, C, and Stellar picking up kills. Means game 3 will go to C9. Camo in the hands of Renegade. He's got thrust to work with as well. Not the best start here if you wanted to see FaZe on the front foot.
Not what you want to see at all if you're a FaZe Clan fan, because Renegade with this camo is known to be a nuisance, known to do so much work, and already finds himself the first kill. Spots a second. That's a perfect kill for Renegade on screen, and that's 3 dead for FaZe once again.
Renegade now moving into utility, trying to move across the bridge in towards the base. A couple of players from FaZe are going to be in the back of the base, though, and they might be able to hunt him out, but I tell you what, those commando shots, they're pretty good. Renegade has a second camo as well. Flag is away. Sniper's going to be on the return, but I tell you what, the pulse carbine, every single burst that thing hits, it hits hard. And now Bound might find that out himself. The flag is moved back by Eco. This is going to be the first flag going in for Cloud9. 1-0, and Renegade in position with 3 dead for FaZe to run the second.
Yeah, the double cap is a very strong reality right now, as Renegade does get knocked to no shield here, still gets the flag across halfway. Nobody from Cloud9 is going to be shooting focused on Renegade, so this is going to be the second flag going in, and it's all because Renegade's work that he was doing in the enemy base when the first flag was being run.
Penguin gets met by a team nade off of the respawn, which is unfortunate, but
big double in the kill feed's going to open up the base of Cloud9, and that's Bound's cue to get this flag the hell out of the base and punched in to try and keep your team in this series.
We were talking about fast Penguins last week with flag runs, but this guy is just living up to his name as he bounds across the map with a drop slide to get the flag off the stand, and FaZe now find themselves just 1 flag away, and Falcated is moving the second flag as well. It could be back-to-back here, and we could have a tie game.
Unbelievable. Falcated already gets this flag to halfway. FaZe are going to have to get a few kills if they want to punch this one in, but Booba Dooba with the slide gets it a little bit farther than it could have been. But no, 3 dead for FaZe, and Falcated, we know he's coming off spawn. He's not going to be in a great position at all to try and contest this. It looks like Cloud9 may have stopped this third cap from going in.
They've stopped it, and they've also, have to say to FaZe, even though they were coming off the respawn and find themselves in a tough spot there, managed to shut down the camouflage, and that is really, really important for them to do. And look at those shots coming in from Boo Boo Doo. The man is starting to feel himself a little bit here. It's just carnage across the map at the moment, and all the kills happening at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, but the carnage and the 50-yard line kills typically will benefit Cloud9 in this situation, unless Booba Dooba's in your flag. He's able to get a kill. He's able to get the flag run. He's able to get shield back, but nades come through. They take him down, and now multiple members of FaZe have to decide very quickly who's running, is it who's slaying, and we need to get kills, because if we can get this flag in, we can tie this one up.
Oh, the flag is just not being the friend of FaZe right now, but it is going to be going home. 3-3. Penguin taken down bottom middle. 2 kills full for Cloud9. Renegade now caught in a little bit of a predicament here. Wes, does he go forward? Does he look for a pull? Does he give the information? He's now relying on his teammates to pick up these kills, because if they don't, Renegade is going to find himself in a very tough position.
He's about to do so much damage to these players. Booba not to have shield, about to have to force FaZe's hand now that he's got the flag out of the base. He's going to actually run it top pink. I don't remember the last time we saw this.
Well, this is genius,
competitive play, and I love this. Not even hit until the halfway mark. He does lose his life, but already Cloud9 continue this run. FaZe do get a couple more kills. They're trying to relay this one. Eco, can he turn the corner? He's knocked in no shield. No, FaZe is here.
FaZe gets the stop, and the reason I said that was genius is I think Renegade expected some of his teammates to die in the closet side of the map, as we see.
All right, how does Renegade want to play this situation? He's going to be behind enemy lines, gets shots on the 2-3, go down immediately, and it's all up to snipe down now. As Renegade takes him down, there's going to be one player alive pushing top pink, and if that player goes down, you can bet your bottom dollar Stellar's going to push this one in and take this series for Cloud9.
Stella gets it back to the base. It's just a case of saying hello to FaZe, giving him a wave before you send them down to the elimination bracket. Cloud9 made to work.
Personally, I feel like FaZe was playing really good. Like they were actually playing really good. I think they were helping each other more. I think that's been their problem for a minute. So they kind of got better at like shooting together and like pushing the same things. So it made it hard for us. And I also think that we aren't winning as much 1v1s as we normally do. Like the closer it gets to the LAN, the worse I feel like we play online. Like I don't know if that makes any sense, but like I think we just like,
yeah, it does.
We're just all fed up, you know. Like we're just ready to play on LAN. So I think like we weren't playing really. I mean, today isn't over, right? But I think so far we weren't really playing our best as a team. But I mean, I think we're just ready for the tournament. You know, soon we're gonna start applying ourselves like this next coming week.
I'm just looking across the stats. There's one that stands out to me already. As you can see, 19-9 the score. That is formal. He's only got 1 kill. He's only died twice, but he has 10 assists. He is shooting everyone on the map at the moment, taking up such good vantage positions to do the damage for his team. I tell you what, we say this could get out of hand, Wes. It is out of hand right now. 28-11. This game is out of hands, ladies and gentlemen, and OpTic could be out of the tournament.
Yeah, OpTic is going to be out of the tournament if they don't do something quick, and those 2 kills could be big. The pivotal moment that OpTic Gaming was looking for. When we were talking about the interview with Snakebite and wondering like, hey, we're not really like playing with any purpose or whatnot, I did not buy that at all. In all honesty, it allows Sentinels to play a little bit looser. It allows them to be stress-free in this environment, right? They no longer are like focused on improving with formal or proving themselves with formal or whatnot. So it's a proving ground as the game ends 2-0 for Sentinels to have, and that pressure-free gameplay is a direct result of the scoreline in this series. Sentinels are going to take it 2-0.
Pretty surprising, as we said. Still 2 players on Sentinels who don't even have kills on the board yet. Regardless, though, BC hold and
give me a third.
Heating up, trying to look for that number 3. He'll get the double. He'll grapple out to C, though, but a few points on the board for Sentinels through those exchanges.
Frosty is going to be coming behind, but he's going to be forced to hit the shot, and forced he will. Right that into Frosty's dome. A beautiful kill, and he's able to take down Formal as well. Booba playing lights out Halo today. Yeah, somehow, after that camo gets killed, it's all FaZe in the scoreline, especially in the Strongholds department. They were able to hold a trip cap for a little bit there and just exploit this lead already to 242, 243. Sentinels forced to try and push top elevator. They're going to get shut down by Booba. There's a second one above him that he's going to try and deal with the grapple. Oh baby, Booba. He's hit me with that nades. He hits lethal with it in tournaments. Booba showing you. Yeah, and if you're in the minds of Sentinels right now, you just beat OpTic 50-32 on this exact mode to knock them out of the tournament. This is going to be really interesting, right? Because FaZe have been so hot all day today, and we're going to see if they can repeat that same performance. They're going to need to in order to not fall down too far in this series.
We also just saw the Wizard of Oz, and I believe his name is Wes Price, the man behind the curtain coming.
That was
the man behind the curtain coming through. The Wizard of Clutch you saw just for a brief moment there. That was a sneak peek. That's a week 4 exclusive. You may not ever see that again. So 28 kills in the first minute 40 seconds. That is a very, very high number of kills. Maybe the highest density kills per minute that we've seen in any opening to an Aquarius Slayer. These teams flying at each other here nonstop. Still, though, just a 4-kill game. And I don't think I've ever seen an Aquarius Slayer that has been this back and forth off of the opening.
Hey, do me a favor. Let's stay on Falcated Scream because he has been nonstop lights out as he wins the fight.
What a swing from Sentinels. Is another late game performance from them, and they have stepped it up big now. 7-kill lead, only 5 to go. Sniped on though. What can he do here with the power up? We'll see if this is what FaZe needs to bring this game back. As we said, right now down by 7.
Down by 7. Sniped down with camo. Adjusts back to top middle after securing that camo, punching it in. Finds an easy kill on the snakebite front to base. Drops down pink, looking for players. Knows that Formal's around here. Actually gives his teammate a ping. And because of it, Boobadooboo gets that kill. Bound finds one as well. And Snipetown's going to back the last player alive into blue. FaZe is going to force blue spawn's going to have all the information here. And this is a realistic possibility. Just a 3-kill game at this point. Perfect shots on the Frosty. Gives Snipetown the killing spree. And they still keep Sentinels trapped in this base.
That's 6 unanswered kills, 7 unanswered kills for FaZe. They're about to tie the game. This was 45-38. Now it's 45-45. This is incredible Halo from FaZe.
Frosty does get one answer, but he gets taken down by Boobadooboo in the push with the heat wave. 47-46. FaZe have taken the lead.
My God, 47-46. Boo Boo right now. Heat wave in hand. Dynamos as well. If he starts to get ticks, he will push here. Look at this.
Oh my God, he's not getting the kill though. The grenade does not find the entry. He gets assassinated by Lethal. 48-48. Bound in a tough situation. He gets taken down by Lethal. Another kill for Frosty. Sentinels take game 2. An overextension, a blind push cost FaZe the win after everything they did to come back. And Sentinels are right back in this series when they have the comms that you have, Overshield. But the flag is being run. In the meantime, Slays are coming through for FaZe. 2 players of Sentinels just coming off respawn. Is anyone in position? Lethal is at the base with brew grenades in hand, able to take down the flag carrier. Lethal's actually going to say, I think we got this. I think we're going to get a touch of our own. But no, he loses teammates in the process. And Lethal could be making a big mistake by not trying to get on that return, because right now he's going to have a multiple battle fight to win. Takes down the first player and Bound plays his life so well on this pillar, but still has to buy time. Snakebite is on the prowl. He's trying to get across bottom middle. Lethal playing his life as best he can. A trade from Lethal comes in. Dynamo grenades frying the members of FaZe, and the rest of Sentinels look to be here, but can the flag return come in? It's up to Frosty, and Frosty gets it done. This is definitely a 2-0, and now FaZe, with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left, have taken a significant lead. And Bizarre, it's very difficult to score 1 flag. 2 is almost impossible, especially with 2.5 minutes remaining.
Pop, pop, pop. 3 shots of the Bulldog, 3 kills on the board. That's a triple kill for Falcated. Frosty, though, going to be one that grabs.
But when Snipes and Snakebites hands, he can be just as lethal as anybody with it.
Taking a look at the numbers here as we wait for that camo to pop. Oh my, Snakebite on the narrow angle.
Just like that, FaZe are right back in this game with 1 good setup. Only down 4 points now. Falcated is gonna have to play his life back here. They're not able to play the ball just yet, but they find kills. They might not want to play the ball. If Falcated can find a 3rd, and Falcated finds a 3rd himself. Another triple kill for Falcated. Snakebite's gonna try to deny this ball. I mean, if he's able to make a play, this could be the one that decides the fate of Sentinels in this tournament. Look, he sees Snakebite. Snakebite doesn't quite see him, and unfortunately, Snakebite gonna eat the first melee. An easy kill for Falcated to turn numbers into his team's favor, but he's immediately erased. Bound. He waves himself. A little bit of a misplay there. Misses 1 shot on the way. No! No! Lethal rips his head off as he 180 no scopes him in the head. You see 2 members of FaZe getting taken down. Snipetown loses his life, and the last 2 players are going to be fighting for their lives here as multiple members of Sentinels swarm. Frosty actually goes past him though. He gets a nice kill. Bound, so sneaky, so good. Massive to disrupt any chance of a setup. Frosty tried to play a little too aggressive, didn't check his corners, and Bound, taking advantage of the situation now, is able to disrupt the setup of what was once Sentinels. Taking the lead is now removed because Frosty gets those 2 kills. He allows Lethal to get this ball off respawn.
That's a big kill because that was 3 dead. That was the first spawner that was coming in. Falcated there. They have numbers once again. Take a look at the scoreboard, 77-66.
My nice quick scope, a killing spree from Frosty. Knows exactly where Snipetown is. Snipetown, if you poke your head out, I'll hit it. The gun's the only thing that sticks out, and Frosty hits it even, knocking him down. And now FaZe have 2 dead, 91 points for Sentinels, 93. They're gonna have 0 people in position to try and kill this ball carrier. Sentinels are gonna do it in game 4. They're gonna push this series the distance, and we're going to a game 5. And now they have a 6-kill lead to play around. Bound with this Stalker rifle, able to anchor this position. Sees nades coming through from shotgun, and that's a lot of information for Bound to relate to his teammate. They're going to be pushing the right side of the map.
Love that play from Falcated. Killing spree from Bound as well. Even though Falcated did take that 1 Stalker hit, he still goes C-Balk with the Bulldog as everyone else is pushing B driveway. And like you said, it's a perfect push. They trade about 4 for 1 there. That will give them here that 4-kill lead.
Yeah, 4-kill lead. Bound does find Formal, but you think Bound's gonna get taken down, but he gets around the corner, stays alive, and this Stalker rifle worth gold in the amount of damage that Bound's able to provide for his team right now. somehow sneaks out the front of the base, spots Frosty with the perfect timing, takes Frosty down, and as rockets are coming up, that kill could be a big one.
Look at Bound knowing that all the room he had. Very rarely can you go front C and just run up garbage to pick up a kill like that, but he does exactly that. Also has all the space in the world to grab rockets, fly through tires, check PD. Right now they are running away with this game. It's a 7-kill lead.
Taking over Bound is. Look at the reposition, the awareness. Bound taking over in game 5. You know he's capable of so much as a young superstar in this league, but 3 kills go straight into Sentinel's favor. Bound able to trade 1, but Sentinel's doing everything they can to stay in this, but somehow Bound able to find the timing and the reticle positioning for Sentinels. He's wisely going to back up as he gets information that there's multiple members trying to push towards arcade. Frosty relocates, jumps into tires, body with the shotty. He finds himself the opening pick, and Sentinels could be looking to push, but great grenades trade that one out.
He tries to nope out of there at tires, isn't able to do it though. Double kill does come in here, so that will lead to a 2-kill lead for FaZe. 43-41. Still everything focused around these B pillars, around the B stairs. Bound is hungry, and he gets another one on lethal. Not afraid to drop down with the Bulldog 3-kill game.
22 kills for Bound right now. 22 and 10 as he's pushing. Make it 23.
45-45, just like that. Drop ball's down. Look at these rockets at 20. Gets melted immediately. And that's going to be a lead here for Sentinels. 46-45.
Sentinels get all of the slays, make it a 4th in a row. Rockets are coming up, and they have the entire map to play around. Sentinels have now taken the lead. If they can secure these rockets safely, they can take this series. Rockets are coming up in 3 seconds. FaZe do get an opportunity to come off spawn and compete for these rockets, but they have such little sight lines, such little room to try and work around. And Snipe Down spotted out immediately. Although Formal, a little bit of an overextension, his team shot down. 49-46, FaZe have to give these rockets up.
Got to keep an eye on those rockets here. Now looking back, see, it's it, and off screen. The final kill does come in. It's 50-46 somehow. Sentinels pull it out. Bound might have had 23 kills on the board, but Sentinels wants nothing to do with it.
Snakebite told us, you know, you were just chilling. There was no strategy, but surely there is something to this team.
Once we picked up Formal, we kind of had this natural chem going with it. Obviously, we haven't really like scrimmed together as a full team, but we kind of are on the same game plan and on the same page more often than not. So yeah, we don't really have an actual strategy going into any map or anything like that. We just kind of are going with the flow, and that's kind of like what's been helping us win these key games as well.
They really do. They get ticked off after game 1 losses, and they come back with huge numbers in the follow-up games, and then they just seem to run away with it after that, and certainly showing up in game number 2.
Snakebite somehow alive here, finally going to get taken down. I have to say, even though it was a really strong start here from Cloud9, Sentinels have responded. Stella picks up the kill and the killing spree, so a great start here for B as they find themselves up by 13-7. But considering power weapon control, positional control, you have to say Sentinels have done a pretty good job to keep this close.
They certainly have, especially considering that Stella right now has grapple, shock rifle, sword as well, just continuing to rotate. 7-kill games, certainly something Sentinels could bounce back from, but we're not too far away, Onset, from this getting out of hand, depending on how these next few kills go.
Are we going to see our Geronimo? Yes, we are! Geronimo as he goes in with the grapple and the sword.
That's what we talked about. Depending on how those kills go, they trade 4 for 1. They're going to be very happy to do that. Even more extra grapple for Renegade in a second. He's going to wait it, though, and he's going to bait it. Picks up the back whack, 19-9 now.
Yeah, I said Sentinels were keeping it close, but now Cloud9 have said, that's close enough, boys. Shock rifle going to go into the hands of Renegade as well. 20-10, make that 21 as Penguin picks up another kill. Last 2 players alive here from Sentinels are trapped as well. Renegade will wait for that camo to come back, but it's actually,
oh my God,
actually run out now, and now he's just going to go grappling forward. He's doing Tarzan impressions. He's just destroying everyone in his path.
Talk about not giving an expletive. Just flies in, does not care at all. It's 24-11. There's 3 people in back elevator. He just grapples right in and gets free kills. And guess what? When you have a team like C9 controlling the map like this, you can do whatever you want. And that's exactly what Renegade's doing right now. Might finally get taken down here. And looks like it's the help almost trades there. A few kills go in the way of Sentinels, but it's almost too little too late. It's already 27-14. C9 just absolutely destroying in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. Renegade doesn't give a It's as simple as that, Andy. You know, it has to be said sometimes. Frosty, even though I was saying, you know, this is looking like C9, it just collapsing too quickly. There's not much that Sentinels can do. having seen what's happened recently, Andy, it's very silly to say that. I think we've learned that as Formal says goodbye.
Oh my, talk about your boy having your back. Stellar's hanging down bottom C crates, and Eco just repulsor nopes his opponent right off the board, says, you don't have to worry about this, I got you, brother. Takes him down, and I think that sums up this game pretty well, Onset, the fact that we just saw C9 just absolutely making very quick work of their opponents. It's 44-29.
I'll take you out for dinner. How about that?
Which you're taking me out more than out for dinner. You're taking me out for dinner regardless. Double kill here for Frosty. Not done yet. 35-45, 10 kill game.
Frosty manages to trade out Elise from a very unfortunate looking position. Now Formal picks it. I tell you what, everyone's worked this out now, haven't they? That everyone's using this thing ridiculously. Formal! What? Stop it!
49. 1 kill to go.
Finally, the madness is ended. Renegade picks up the kill onto Snakebite as well. The flag decides to get stuck in the roof, as we see it do so many times. Penguin now running this with the power weapon in hand. Wouldn't surprise me to see this drone out bottom middle, but he doesn't really need to be honest, because if you check the kill feed for just a few seconds there, all of Sentinels were dead. Snakebite is the only player alive at the moment, and this has been the quickest and most devastating flag run I have seen so far in Halo Infinite on this map. It was absolutely flawless from Cloud9. Penguin not taking any damage. Remember when I said I don't think this game's going to be quite as fast? My bad, everyone. My bad. Penguin now has the grapple as we see.
What's going on here? This is absolute.
I don't know. I was about to say as we see, but I've got no idea what to call it. Stella now moving this one across. Keep your eyes on the feed. Frosty goes down, Renegade picks that up, and that means Stella is going to be able to move forward as Eco picks up another. We don't see this very often in Halo Infinite, everybody, let alone in a grand final, but it's going to be 5 flags on the board here. Cloud9 go up 2-1.
Wow, and they do it with 3 minutes on the clock. You hear so much talk about how very rarely do you get games that go to 5, and they're always ending on time. That one ends 5-0 with 3 minutes left.
Particular game type. Oddball has been one that Sentinels have been able to play pretty well so far today, but are they able to play it well enough to beat C9 here and send this to a game 5 early? It's going to be Renegade who picks up the rockets, picks up some kills as well. That's going to be 3 dead here. Lethal, the last player alive. Right perimeter to do the damage that it needed to do. So staying alive here, Frosty for now. Stella drops that oddball off and picks up the Bulldog instead to make sure that he can defend it with his life. Lethal picks up another in the feed as well. Lethal doing a huge amount of damage here to C9. Wow. Finally going to be taken down. God. Stella and Penguin last alive, but Stella gets a kill to slow things down on the push. But that was a great push from Sentinels.
Stellar is nuts the way he played that. And Stellar now going to be here in Red Room around the water cooler, and he's ready to be rotated if he needs. Take a look. He's just seeing exactly where the opponents are coming from. He's able to drop and shoot. Look at the plays like that from Stellar. That is enormous. When your ball carrier is voluntarily rotating and scouting out the opponents and then can drop and just for a player like Snakebite at back PD, that is enormous level plays that's just going to open up the game for your team to continue scoring.
That's why I said I think he's been the standout player in the NA Pro Series at the moment. So many times he does it without the power weapon in his hand. He just does every single thing right for Cloud9. And for Sentinels, you need to wake up in this oddball round 3 because they're down by 43 points at the moment. And with that beatdown coming in from Stellar again and the oddball down, maybe he can do something else. Eco needs to play bodyguard. 90 and rising, picks up the kill onto Formal, picks up a kill onto Lethal. And with that, Cloud9 go back to back to back to back. 4 in a row for Cloud9. Unbeaten since the start of the year, heading towards Anaheim.